Digital nomads are a type of people who use telecommunication technologies to earn a living, and more generally, conduct their life in a nomadic manner. Such workers often work remotely from abroad. Nowadays, more and more people who work or live in the digital world are moving to Chiang Mai, attracted by its charm, vibrant culture, stunning nature, and modern ways of living.
When I came, there was no really a term of digital nomad, didn't exist. I guess we were mainly called just freelancers working online and so on. And also at that time when I moved to Chiang Mai, 2006, the community was very small, and there was a handful of maybe foreign people working online, and we got to know each other probably in some bar in Nimman and so on. And some actually there was events called bar camp, big events, and that was good for networking. But today is obviously in a different scale. There is so many more people doing it, and Chiang Mai became kind of the capital of the digital nomads. And there is so many events. I mean, there's Facebook groups and so many networking events that it's quite easy to actually get to know each other these days, and collaborate as well. People collaborate; they're looking for people to work with.
Sure. Well, I'm half Thai, so I spent about 5 or 6 years of my childhood here. Is actually in Bangkok, but I've always liked Chiang Mai. And I found excuses to come here, for example, on vacation. And then while I was backpacking for quite a while, some years ago, and I loved Chiang Mai so much that I decided somehow, some way, I've got to find a way to come back to Thailand, and especially to Chiang Mai. I had never been to Chiang Mai as an adult until around 2009, 2010. Before that, I was traveling mainly throughout East Asia and Southeast Asia, and then I came here just with no plan. I loved it so much that the funny thing is I was a U.S. Marine for about almost 10 years. And while I was in Afghanistan, because I was there for so long, they gave us a free airplane ticket anywhere in the world for 2 weeks. And I chose to come to Chiang Mai. So that just tells you I love the city.
I've been in vacation 2 times in Thailand, and I've enjoyed Chiang Mai, where I spent a few days, and I was looking for a city with a nice environment, not too crowded, with some nature around, and I think Chiang Mai is the right place for it.
What do you like the most about Chiang Mai?
The city is quite big. I mean, there is everything that you want. If I want Japanese food, I want Italian food, I have it. But then if I take my motorbike and I drive 15 minutes out from the city, any direction, I'm up in the mountains and on nice mountain roads, and it's quiet and it's jungle. So I'm in a big city, but I can very easily quickly get out from it.
It's just the right size. It's not too big. And you can still have all the comforts of modern life. You can go to nice restaurants. There's nice places to visit, theaters. And at the same time, it's got the charm of a small city. So, it's not too much traffic yet. It's not, most of the year anyway, not as polluted. And it's just overall the quality of life is great here, and the people are very friendly.
It's a mix. There is the environment, the cost of life, the smiling people, the global atmosphere. There are many good points.
Living in another country isn't always easy. They have some difficulties in adapting to a new environment.
Sometimes I'm still struggling exchanging with some Thai people who are not really familiar with English. My Thai is not really good. I'm still studying, so the communication is not always easy. I still need to improve on these topics.
I guess difficulties come with any kind of a bureaucracy kind of stuff. That if I need to go renew my driving license, then maybe the process is not what I'm used to, and need to do all kind of paperwork that is different to what we are used to in maybe our own home countries. Gets much easier once you learn the language, but before you speak Thai, then it can be quite complicated.
A lot of digital nomads tend to congregate together, and they're their own clique, they're their own team, they don't interact as much. For me, it hasn't been a problem. I'm half Thai, I can speak the language, so I've had no problem making friends or building a team here. But I can understand for a lot of people that aren't as familiar with the Thai language or culture that it's difficult to really get below skin surface, and so you do see one of the I guess you could say it's a negative aspect of being a digital nomad is that a lot of people tend to stick together and not want to explore the culture a little bit more.
If you're coming here for a short period of time, then probably yes, you stick around in Nimban area and where there is a lot of expats and foreigners living. But if you're staying for a longer time, then I think people blend in, and then a lot of these networking events actually have a nice 50-50 presentation of foreign and Thai. So those are good ways to mix. I mean, I moved quite early days to Mehia area, which is quite a bit out of town, and in that area it was pretty much all Thai. So yeah, that was a good way to get to know the local. There is something special about Thailand because it's somehow very easy to come here, and even though if you don't speak the language, you don't understand the culture, somehow just everything works. Like you don't know, you're going to order a food, you have absolutely no idea what it is, but it's most likely going to taste amazing. And also usually the people who are working, there's such a good service minded as well. So I think in Thailand it's very easy to adjust to the local life.